Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Carson.
And today we are watching The Day I Became a God, episode 9. What happened last time?
Last time we were reconnected with Hina's father and his new family and got a big lore drop on what happened to Hina and the doctor and how she's somehow alive or something. Looks like my theory is going to be holding pretty true here in the next few episodes. But, and I'm pretty happy about that because I pretty much guessed it out of nowhere. But, yeah, anyway. Yeah, so she had logo syndrome, and then some shit happens, over time, and now she's inexplicably walking around and good. Or not inexplicably, it has something to do with the doctor, but big thing, at the end, Suzuki showed up at Hina's father's house, presumably looking for her.
Which sucks, because they were just there, so now he knows about her, and will be able to actually give information, because if Suzuki had showed up there, like a day or two before, he would have been like, I have no idea, she's probably dead by now. And Suzuki would have been like, alright, I guess I'll look somewhere else. Mm-hmm. But instead he's like, oh, she's with this guy.
Yeah, this kid showed up the other day with a little creature that looked like her. Yeah.
And with that, we will tell you to please, if you like this video, like it, and maybe consider subscribing and sticking around for future episodes. And we would tell you to support the official release we're watching on Funimation. We hope that you have already watched on Funimation or somewhere else that is legal. And let's get into it. Day I Became a God, episode 9.
Yeah, see, he was a computer scientist, so that was the big part of his study.
No. Great.
Hiroto. Jesus. This is a crazy visualization of the internet. What the fuck was that?
It was just a dolphin.
But like, what was it supposed to be? Was it like another user? Like,
yeah, I don't
that he ran into and was like, "Hey, this is the fucking deep web. You need to get out of here." It's Hina. It's Hina, the fish in the bowl. Giant Hina? A whale?
Oh my god.
What is this? This just went
know.
like full on Summer Wars. Yeah. It's a defense program. The goldfish thing, it makes me wonder how far Maeda... What the fuck? He killed his parents?
Or did someone
Or they came in because he didn't do it. Yeah. The ones. Full on Higurashi faces.
So creepy.
What does it do to Hina, though? That fast? Because it's a brain disease. So it's like...
sending all the signals that her brain wasn't.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. It's taking off the load. Yeah, see, it is an augmentation. I was right from the very beginning. I was right from, like, episode 4, whenever I guessed it. It's all falling into place.
It's just a little clip.
It's not a clip. See, it's not just a clip.
It's like the thing that, like, is, like, projecting that for him.
But it's not just a clip. It's a computer. It's like a... because what's in her head is a chip. It's like a processor. And he has something similar.
It's happening today. Yeah. But it's just for her.
Yeah. Oh, so the prediction was that they would find her in 30 days. But she wasn't...
She couldn't see anything past that,
yeah,
so
she
she
just
thought
knew
it was everything.
that, yeah. It's not even like it's... Holy shit. Fucking nerve over here. That's bullshit. Okay. It's not like she's AI. She's just a person.
But they think it's too powerful.
But it's just like, who though? Are they don't seem like the government. They had like all these weird seals and stamps. Arm yourself with your staffs. Your bounce board like it's a shield. Good thing you got your bodyguard, but I doubt it'll do fuck all. They probably have guns. Is it even possible for them to get out of this?
I don't know. It seems like regardless of what they do...
But the thing is, Hina just said that she was wrong, which means she can be wrong about things, which means the calculations aren't always 100%. Which means there's a possibility that she could be saved. Well, never mind. That's what makes her a god. They're playing the new ED insert song. What are you talking about? are they? 'What is this credit roll? Is that the last episode?
Did they just troll us and say that there was more episodes?
Is this some sort of meta-narrative bullshit where they, like, tell the entire world that it's 13 episodes or 12 episodes or something, and then they actually just ended at fucking 9? Get the fuck out of here, phone.
No, I think maybe there's after credits.
Doesn't look like it.
No.
It doesn't look like it. We got like a minute and a half left. Or a minute left. Like 30 seconds left. Well, I was right.
You were right.
But what is it all for? What was it all for? What does it matter if I was right all along? So then the title is The Day You Thought It Was Decide. It's deicide, like a deity. Like a side, like a genocide, like the death of God. A deicide, like the day that a god is killed. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Hina is dead or is now once again succumbing to Logo syndrome, and there's still episodes to go.
Mm-hmm.
What I think that was referring to was her headdress falling off. Because she always said constantly that that's what makes her a god. The instant she takes it off, she's not a god.
Mm-hmm.
So
unless she's bathing.
Yes, true, exactly.
Fuck. And she, like, because she can see everything, she just, like, knows that there's... But the thing is, she wasn't necessarily wrong. She just misinterpreted. Because she couldn't see past that date, she thought everything was gone. And then she realizes
but
that
because Suzuki reached out and touched her, which, by the way, I want to watch when she was talking about that again. Because didn't she refer to fucking Suzuki as, like, Gramps? Or did I
No.
I bet I completely
She said, like,
that.
Gramps was, like, protecting her. by, like, not telling her that she would die or whatever, and how that whale is, like, protecting her.
But there was, like, her standing in, like, the ocean. I just want to watch that part again. And then Suzuki was, like, behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Like a ghost version of Suzuki.
It's because he's, like, reaching out to her. He was allowed to keep that thing, so that's how he gave her some warning.
Oh, so Suzuki realized...
Yeah, he found out about her, told them... Then now he regrets it, so now that's why he activated his, like, computer thing again, so he could reach out to her and, like, tell her basically how he's feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
And, like, it also let her know that, like, her Gramps had been, like, protecting her the whole time. I guess with, like, the whale thing, how it was, like, protecting her.
Yeah.
From
It was,
from
like,
other
it was, like,
people.
a blockage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm guessing the dolphin now that Hina was represented as a goldfish, the dolphin is probably just another browser in the whatever the fucking deep web or the dark or I guess it would be the deep web. I forget which one is which, but there's the deep web and the dark web. They're not the same thing. The deep web I think is like we only see 10% of the internet. Mm-hmm. There's like most of it is shit that's like not viewable by normal computer means. It's like background stuff and information. And then there's the dark web, which is where all like the human trafficking and shit happens. But he was probably like, you're diving way too deep into the waters. Go back up to shallower depths. So it's a good metaphor. Mm-hmm. Because yeah. But so I'm guessing that was just a browser, but it was just an interesting way to sort of show the whole thing. But it straight up turned into Summer Wars for a bit, and...
yeah, that was insane. And, yeah, Suzuki's backstory was pretty sad.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
His parents just being assholes.
Yeah, Jun Maeda is not afraid to go dark when he needs to.
Yeah,
or when he feels like it. He didn't even need to.
True. Yeah, that's... Yeah, and that's why it's even more fucked up that he requested to go live in that same house. I don't know if you remember that.
No.
Yeah, he said, "I will work for you if I can go
So that's where he was? Oh shit! I don't remember that. That's insane.
Yeah, and I was wondering why his house was just like
a fucking pigsty. I thought they were like squatting in a random fucking abandoned building.
No, he asked to go back to his house because he had been, I think, in America.
Yeah.
Is where he had been, and then he went back to Japan to do this job, and he requested to go live there where he used to live.
That's fucking crazy. I did not remember that at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's destroyed mentally, like forced to do mob shit, like fucking laundering money or like hacking and stealing funds and transferring shit all over the place, doing crazy illegal fraud. And then, but it was even then it was obviously like way beneath him, but he was just doing it because he like wanted to make his parents proud, and then was forced to do it when he realized that it was probably bad. Mm-hmm. And his parents, it's so fucked up that like, yeah, man, that's crazy. I mean, it's abuse is obviously fucked up, but it's so fucked up how quickly they go from, oh, good job, son, to like, as if they're fucking shaking down some dirtbag in an alley somewhere. It's like, you're gonna do what we say, like it's just a random person. It was
like he grew up a little, like when he was like really young, they were like, oh, good job, trying to like tell him like, oh, this is just what we do, this is, and then when he started to rebel, they were like, fuck you. Yeah,
but it's just like, it wasn't even rebelling like, it wasn't even, they weren't even reprimanding him like a parent, like a parent that's gone too far. Like, they're abusive, but the energy, like the dynamic is still parent and child. Like you see that at least in movies. It's like, it's abuse and it's horrible, but the way that they're addressing each other is still in that boundary of like that relationship. It's fucked up and horrible, but the relationship is still parent and child. It's just really toxic. But in this case, it was interesting that the dynamic shifted from like parent-child to like employer and like a slave owner almost, like literally, yeah. And that's probably very common in situations like that, I imagine. But it's just I just noticed that like it's not good. Like, obviously it's not fucking good. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's just like, yeah, I just noticed that shift in dynamic, and it was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Suzuki
and now he
regret.
He's like, I have to do it. I have to like prove myself.
Yeah,
and gets like totally caught up in it again.
In his own thing, yeah, and proving himself to the superiors because that's what he knows.
And then immediately,
and that's the fucked up part of his character is like it's all that dynamic stuck with him to the point where he's constantly trying to prove himself skillful and everything because he was like he did really good, got that like positive reinforcement, and then started to not and was punished for it, and like yeah, it's so
but then the thing is like he keeps and probably even when he was with his parents, even when he did a good job, it was still like it's not necessarily a reward. Like in that first scene when he was like really young and like had no idea what was fully going on. But then it's like and like even this time it's like, oh yeah, you did exactly what we wanted, but fuck you.
Yeah.
If you think that you think that you're like qualified to have any say, and it's just like a big smack in the face because he's like, oh, I have to do this.
Yeah.
To prove myself, and then he proves himself, and they're like, well, yeah, we knew you could do that the whole time.
Yeah.
And we don't care. Yeah,
he's like so capable and can do things that nobody else can do, yet he's still treated like a child and is still like constantly trying
he's just being used because they can.
Yeah. But he still sees himself that way. Like the fact that he keeps having those recurring dreams is just like he still feels like the kid who it needs to prove himself. Mm-hmm. And yeah, he's a really interesting character and not like the sort of like shitty...
I would be really interested. I don't know how this is going to go. We still have like several episodes. It's just going to be killing Hina for like 5 episodes.
It's going to be like a rescue the princess type thing, I think.
I can't tell if it'll succeed or not because I don't
know.
I feel like it might not.
I think it'll be bittersweet maybe. Maybe they'll keep... I don't know. Maybe like because now Suzuki is gonna find a way to be on their side. I bet, and then they're probably going to try and get her back with all the people that they've met and all the connections that they have. Somehow they'll find a wacky way to like break into this place with like the TV lady is gonna like start something or something. They're gonna find a way to try and break her out or something, and Yota's gonna do a crazy jump like he did saving Hina the first time. But I think it's going to be a bittersweet thing. Because it's always a bittersweet ending, which I am glad about, but I don't know what that would look like in this. Are they going to save the technology, but Hina's going to remain in Logos, and she might not die, but she's still going to be catatonic? But they still get the technology so that the doctor's work is not lost, and Hina's spirit lives on, because with that technology, they'll be able to help other people with the same hereditary condition. Mm-hmm. That seems like the most likely, like, Hina's gone, but everything that she meant to the world.
All like the bad guys want is the technology. They don't give a fuck about her, whether she could still be like alive and
But I imagine taking it out probably kills her, right? Yeah. Like the way that they're going to do it. But maybe with Suzuki, he could find a way to extract it or have some information to keep her alive or something, because they said that they wanted to destroy it.
They wanted to keep it until the world is ready, and the technology that they can produce can match this other thing, or else it could like destroy everything. Is what they're saying. Yeah, because I understand. And that's the thing. Like, I would understand if it was. This feels kind of like the evil people in Charlotte. Where it's like they're kind of faceless and just an antagonist, like a negative force on the world, but they're not. The logic of it doesn't really matter. It's more about what it means for the people we're following. Well, it does make sense because like all of these people obviously feel threatened by the fact that this is out there. There is like basically a god who has unlimited access to all information ever. That's dangerous. Yeah. And right now she's like a girl. But what if someone else that like not on their side with their, ideals found out, took her and had access to that? Yeah. Or got in the wrong hands. She just turned evil or some shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I understand it, but like in real life they would just take her and not kill her. Like there'd be ethics around it. At least I would think. I would hope. In real life, like if
a big government body or like the UN or something got a hold of this, I would presume that they wouldn't just like act unethically with it. They would find a way to study it, in a right way.
I feel like they probably would.
Really? You think so? I don't know. I guess I have more faith in humanity than you do. But, I don't know. But also, was the doctor when we were introduced to him, was he part of, like, a conglomerate of scientists or, like, a foundation of some sort that, like...
He was a teacher. Like,
he was a teacher,
Yoda's parents are students of his.
Yes, I know that. But, like, I think that there was some sort of organization because those guys seem like not just government people. When they were all, like, casting their votes on whether to kill Hina or capture her or do bad shit or whatever... They all had a stamp, and the stamp was all a different seal, as if they were from, like, a different clan or family or something. So, but maybe they're from... I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking back to when we were introduced to Dr. Koragi, and if we were... when we got that first info dump, when we were with the CEO lady, if they talked about him, like, prior being a part of this organization, that rings a bell, and then leaving it, and then doing all the stuff with Hina... I can't quite remember, but that sounds familiar. I might just be making it up, though, so I can't remember. But apparently the CEO has affection for Suzuki, so it's not like... It's not an abusive thing. She actually does have some a place in her heart for him in some way.
But also it's not even up to her.
It's not,
like, what's happening.
So maybe when he joins up with Yota and the gang, they'll charge the stronghold, and then she'll, like, let them, like, turn a blind eye or something to something. Like, she has the choice to rat them out or just pretend she never saw anything, or, here, quick, get in I'll use my key card or whatever.
Yeah.
Just punch me in the face to make it seem like it wasn't, I wasn't helping you. I don't know. I'm excited to see how this will turn out, but I bet it's going to be a seriously sad ending.
I feel like she's going to die.
I just want to... I hope the ending has, like, I hope we get to see a short cut, like a super cut of the movie that they made at the end.
That's what that would...
Like, the credits.
If she dies, and then they have that movie as the credits...
With the sad
no one will stand
song.
a chance.
With some Girl's Dead Monster playing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens in the show. Thank you, Jun Maeda. Thank you to everybody for making the show. This is incredible.
I hope they weren't actually literally trolling us and this wasn't the last episode.
That would be hilarious. I wouldn't like it, but that would be hilarious. The turning point came a little late in this one, you know?
I feel like it's always like that. Like in Charlotte, it was like a few episodes before the end. It's
usually like 6 or 7. This is 9. That's all I'm saying. Like it's
I feel like it's usually like around remember in Angel Beats?
Charlotte it was 9. In Angel Beats it was like 7.
But they had like multiple plot twists in Angel Beats.
They did, yeah. They're in Angel Beats it was a little bit more crazy, but the first like big we're not just palling around anymore was like episode 6 or 7. In Charlotte it was episode 7. Or the end of 6.
But like until they got to the actual 9. Yeah, but in Charlotte when they got to like the actual root of like what's going on.
I'm not talking about getting the actual root. I'm talking about getting the plot moving and turning from we're fucking around to now we're in plot mode.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it came a couple episodes later than the other ones, which I'm fine with. But that was my only point. It did come later. That was my only point. Anything else you want to say?
No. It was a good episode. I really hope that it wasn't the last one.
Anything else to say? No. I really... Here are my thoughts. You really hope it wasn't the last episode?
Yeah. And I have no idea what will happen next. But I can tell it will probably be sad. Alright. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like it and maybe subscribe. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you to all of our patrons, especially those in the Student Council.
Zenge,
John Ortega,
Aurora,
Lewis,
Christian Bay,
Kage Uzumaki,
Dreadful XR,
Xiao Lao,
Brian,
Handicap Bonkai,
D23L,
Charles Liu,
Jude Caspino Buford,
Nick Psycho,
Michael Wells,
King Mr. Mew,
Rifleman Z51,
Thelmus Saletius,
Brandon Bruce,
Yankee,
Vanonian,
Yuki Ali,
Mord Tarragon,
Josh Carey Gray,
Jordan Agnew,
Lolly Convict,
Redacted,
Zachary Porth,
Mohammed Burnham Ahmed,
Michael E. Zabel,
Callum Forsyth,
Nicholas Woody,
Soma Yukihara,
Dogs Free,
It's Your Boy Dom,
Christian Nielsen,
Phantom,
Quant Tuggle,
Proyectos Informatica,
Sugar Daddy Alex,
Tara.
Hunter Wayne Germany. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.